Right now at 6, the Capitol Pride Parade is marching through the district. We'll take you there as security measures ramp up. Plus, we've got the latest details on what happens next at the Kennedy Center after a new court order. More on the future of its shows and staffing. And President Trump has threatened a toll charge now as Iran shuts down the Strait of Hormuz. Details as Vice President JD Vance heads to Switzerland for talks. Fox 5 News at 6 starts right now. But first tonight, thousands of people are filling the streets of D.C. for the Capitol Pride Parade. With large crowds coming together to celebrate Pride, the city has stepped up security and implemented road closures all across the district. Fox 5's Regina Rita is live now along 14th Street with more on the celebration and safety measures in place. Hey, Regina.
Hey, Sydney. Yeah, well, we're already seeing crowds of people lining up the streets of D.C. Just the amount of people in their rainbow colors celebrating Pride here as that Capitol Pride Parade makes its way through the district, celebrating LGBTQ plus pride, visibility, and community. Now, with large crowds like these, officials have stepped up security. You can see some patrol officers here from MPD. They have been blocking off some of the streets, several road closures along the parade route and around DuPont Circle. Right now, we've been talking to some participants, many saying it's especially important to celebrate Pride here in our nation's capital.
It's important because we are going through so much right now, and this just feels great to be free and to live our truth, live happy, live free, and just be amongst our community and to celebrate with my husband.
I think that it's nice to experience a different Pride for celebration and be able to go somewhere where we are celebrated.
The queer community is under a lot of attacks. And I want to come out here and be represented with other queer people to show that we're proud of who we are. We're fighting back. We're pushing back.
Now, drivers are being urged to expect heavy traffic delays as the parade moves from the U Street corridor through downtown and toward Freedom Plaza. We've also seen police officers stationed at street closures around the area, making sure everyone stays safe and follows the law during the day's celebration. One of the most talked about changes this year is the fencing around DuPont Circle. Local officials say the barriers were installed to address safety concerns and property damage seen during previous Pride celebrations, but the move has drawn criticism from advocates in the LGBTQ plus community who argues DuPont Circle is a historic gathering place for the queer community. Now, despite the debate, the focus tonight is really the celebrations here, whether it's in U Street corridor or just around the district. As you can see right behind me, it is pretty fun at this time, and I'm sure it's going to continue throughout the evening into the night. Sydney?
The Kennedy Center is once again compromising after a court order. Management there says the building will remain open after July 5th. That was the original date the venue planned to shut down for 2 years for upgrades. There are no plans, though, to book new shows or hire staff. Those activities will depend on decisions by the board, which is expected to vote next month. This, of course, follows another court ruling which said Trump's name was illegally added to the center. It was recently taken off the face of the building. Crews today continued to remove even more algae from the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. The algae and peeling blue paint has turned into really a spectacle on the mall. President Trump's $14 million renovation was meant to make the pool beautiful for the America 250 celebrations. Algae has long plagued the reflecting pool. According to the Washington Post, though, this is the most algae in it in the month of June in at least the last 5 years. The administration has blamed the problem in part on vandalism, but has not provided evidence of that yet.
Because I had to see for myself, I couldn't believe it. It was kind of like disgusting. Like it looks like it's green. Like it looks like vomit.
We spent all this money to get it blue and look at it.
Very visual. Obviously, you can see there's a problem. When you start up a clear water, open air environment like this for the first time, there is not time yet for microbial equilibrium to happen.
Experts tell Fox 5 the algae is not a danger to humans or animals at the reflecting pool. Iran reportedly closed the Strait of Hormuz following Israeli attacks on Lebanon today, but U.S. officials say Iran is bluffing. Vice President JD Vance is now headed to Switzerland for more negotiations, joining officials from Iran and mediator countries. Fox's Alex Hogan has more now from Tel Aviv.
Following President Trump's signing of the Memorandum of Understanding in the Palace of Versailles, the Iran peace deal remains shaky with reported attacks between Israel and Hezbollah. Israel says Hezbollah struck IDF soldiers overnight, and Israeli attacks on Lebanon since Wednesday have killed dozens. Iranian officials say this is a complete breach of the deal.
Clause 1 of the memorandum is the most important part of the reciprocal commitments. It requires an end to the war on all fronts. We have seen that they have failed to fulfill their obligations, and this constitutes a clear violation of the ceasefire memorandum.
Iran says it closed the Strait of Hormuz on Saturday because of Israel's attacks, although a senior U.S. defense official tells Fox the IRGC can't close the waterway since they don't control it. Vice President JD Vance pointed to progress in the Strait of Hormuz since the memorandum was signed.
We got 16 million barrels out of the Strait of Hormuz in just the last 24 hours. That is basically to where it was before the war even started.
Despite the back and forth, Friday's scheduled talks in Switzerland have been postponed to Sunday. Vance says U.S. negotiators Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff are already there.
I expect that I will leave sometime the next couple of days. My attitude is let's get on the ground and actually fix these problems.
Iran confirmed it will send representatives to the talks. Mediators from Qatar and Pakistan are also expected to attend. In Tel Aviv, Israel, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
The death toll is still on the rise in Lebanon as the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah escalates. Lebanon's health ministry is reporting more than 4,000 deaths from airstrikes since March. They're also reporting more than 12,000 people injured. All right, let's turn now to that first check on your forecast with a live look out at National Harbor. A weekend full of temps in the mid to high 80s for all the dads out there celebrating Father's Day. Jen Delgado is here now for a check on your full weekend forecast. Hopefully it's going to continue tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? Today was a fantastic day outside. We've had sunshine out there, and it's going to be great for Father's Day tomorrow. We're up temperatures just a couple degrees warmer, Sydney. But for today, it is the last night of spring. So party it up like you got spring fever. Do something out there. The weather is ideal. We don't have any problems with humidity, and we've got a lot of sunshine out there as well. So again, as we look ahead for tonight, a great looking night. Sunday is the start of summer at 4:21 in the morning, and then of course Father's Day, a big day away. As we look ahead for Monday, we're looking at some shower chances and thunderstorms that could become strong. But now we focus on the positive. This is our view outside at the National Harbor. A breezy day outside. Our temperature right now 88 degrees. Our dew points are in the 40s, and our winds are from the west at 12 miles per hour. Our high today, we actually got to 90 degrees, but nobody was complaining because it was very dry outside. We don't have to worry about the humidity for today, tomorrow. That comes back in a big way as we roll into your Monday. Our temperatures right now are in the 80s for most areas, 79 degrees in Frederick, 86 degrees in Manassas, and then 85 in Leonardtown. So we look at our satellite and radar. While we are dry, notice that we have some clouds and disturbance just to the northwest of us, riding along parts of Pennsylvania as well as into West Virginia. We stay dry. We're kind of sandwiched between clouds to the south and clouds to the north. But as we go into the overnight hours, mostly clear. Overnight lows will once again fall into the 60s. Now for your Sunday, it's going to be just about the same for tomorrow. High temperature 89 degrees, very close to what we saw today. But then eventually we'll see our winds going out of the south, and that means warmer air returns, especially as we go into your Monday. These are your low temperatures tonight, 50s to the north and west, 68 for D.C. And then tomorrow afternoon, this is your Father's Day gift. This is a free one out there. Sunshine, dry conditions, low humidity, and 89 degrees for the afternoon high. So hopefully everybody's got some plans set up for their fathers and just really kind of enjoying it. But spend it outdoors if you can. Sydney, we'll have your full forecast and talk more about those storm chances in just a few.
In some more top stories tonight, a hiker was rescued today after they were injured on the Billy Goat Trail at Great Falls Park early this afternoon. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue say its crews accessed that person by land and by water. No word yet on their specific injuries, but we do know that hiker declined to receive any medical treatment. A woman is dead following a shooting last night in Prince George's County. That shooting, police say, happened on Doewood Lane in Capitol Heights. The woman was later pronounced dead at the hospital. No word yet on a motive. At last check, nobody is in custody, and officials have not released any suspect information. A 19-year-old is now being held without bond following a deadly pedestrian crash in Lincolnia. Fairfax County Police arrested Claudio Mendia Osorio for DWI. Officials say Osorio hit 73-year-old Stephen Roberts around 3:30 in the morning yesterday while he was crossing Little River Turnpike. Osorio drove away, according to police. and pulled into a nearby parking lot, then called 911. This is just one of 4 crashes in a 48-hour time frame in that area. Bob Barnard has more on that just later this hour. And police are still searching for a black SUV tied to a deadly hit-and-run in Silver Spring yesterday afternoon. The victim, a woman who has not yet been identified, died at the scene on Colesville Road. Officials say the car may have damage to its right bumper. If you think you might see it, just go ahead and call Montgomery County Police. Maryland is now just days away from Tuesday's Democratic primary in the 6th congressional district. Early voting, that wrapped up on Thursday. Incumbent Congresswoman April McClain Delaney is facing a challenge from former Congressman David Trone, who has spent more than $25 million of his own money trying to win back the seat. On the Final Five last night, our Jim Loke asked why she deserves a second term.
But more importantly, I've been doing the job. I've been getting our grants. I've been navigating, and it's really hard to get things done. But I've been able to, when we don't have the White House, we don't have the House or the Senate. Unlike former Congressman Trone, he had all of those.
Interviews with Delaney, Trone, and other 6th district candidates are on the Final Five section of the Fox Local app. And a reminder that early voting is now underway in Virginia. This runs through Saturday, August 1st. All localities offer early voting there. This comes after a push from Virginia Democrats to redraw the Commonwealth's congressional maps. It was rejected by the state Supreme Court. Primary election day is August 4th. So to come tonight in your news at 6, FIFA matches continue this weekend right here on Fox 5. We'll bring you the very latest highlights. Plus, the controversial data center debate heats up again in Montgomery County. What might put building plans on pause?